Hey y'all, Hot Reads with Phil is back and ready to explode on the scene, so let's get to it. The book I am reviewing is a 4-part series titled Chief and Freedom by Dama Cargle. The key players is Jeff and Chrissy at first. Jeff and Chrissy has been in this arranged marriage for 17 years. And even though Jeff cared for Chrissy, he never really fell in love with her. And now he wants to move on and have a life and go where he hangs his heart. Well, Chrissy convinces him to have, let's have one more rump in the hay, and she kills him. Well, come to find out, it was a whole big setup between her and his business partner, Scott, of 10 years. And Scott has no intentions of dealing with Chrissy or consider her to be loyal or trusting her. So he kills her, and then he staged this big scene so it looks a certain kind of way where they never come back to him about it, and he gets away with $100 million. Now, in the meantime, in between time, the next person up is Akima. Akima's watching the news, and she's sitting there thinking, Jeff who? I know you're not talking about my husband, Jeff. Yes, Akima and Jeff has been married for 10 years, and he raised her 8-year-old daughter, Free, who is now 18. Well, once all the drama goes through and now everything is kind of settled, the U.S. District Attorney comes in and seizes all his property, which means Akima and Free ends up on the streets. Akima has a little mad money, so after they take her down to the station and find out everything that she knows, which is nothing, she had no idea that Jeff was leading a double life, that he had a whole wife. She flees to Newark, New Jersey. And she has a best friend there named Joyce. And Joyce has a daughter named Lucky, who's in college. Well, anyway, they moved there, and, she's planning on getting herself together there. But in the meantime, she's going to live with Joyce. She goes to get her daughter some school clothes because school is about to start. And they goes into this sneaker shop that's owned by Chief. At the time, he kind of flirts with her or whatever and gives her a big discount on her shoes and things like that. And, she thinking he pretty hot, and he like, oh, she's a cutie pie or whatever. Well, come to find out, they live right next door to Joyce. Joyce's daughter, Lucky, dated his brother, Lucci. In the meantime, her mom is looking for a job, and she finds a job, and she goes to work. And she wakes up Free and tells her to go and eat and everything. After she gets finished eating, she goes and cleans the kitchen, and she goes to take out the trash. It's nighttime. It's snoring real bad. And she gets back there and gets attacked. He was going to rape her, but when she kind of fought back, he just ended up stabbing her. Well, Chief is coming out to also take out the trash, and he sees her little dog that went out with her just yepping. And he noticed that he has blood on his fur. So he kind of looks down the alley and he sees her. So he rushes her to the hospital. So that's how they become familiar with each other. Not only that, Chief is looking for an assistant at his sneaker shop, and Free, that's looking for a job, applies for the job and get the job also. So that's how they kind of get entangled with each other a little bit. But Chief has a whole girlfriend. But, he really loves her, and she's a hottie and, everything else, but she lacks a lot of ambition. She's one of those girls that wants to be a Instagram thot. So, she's doing stuff like sneaking, in guys' DMs. They sneaking in her DM. They talking back and forth. And she gets in contact with this big rapper named YRN. So she kind of want to sneak off with him a little bit and find out what's going on with him, because Aubrey is really just this spoiled brat. Her dad was a kingpin, she was the princess, she had 4 brothers, and she was the baby girl, and she just a princess. And she's looking for a man to treat her like the princess that her dad did. And Chief is all for that, but he wants somebody with a little bit more ambition. He wanted her to do something. He wanted her to go back to school, find something. But she got a whole nother secret that he don't even know nothing about as far as who she really is. Well, he is kind of digging Free kind of digging him. And, you know, he thinks she's kind of perfect because she's green, she's innocent, she's not interested in being this queen pin like Audrey is. And, you know, the love affair begins. Right. So I am going to put Dama Cargle, that's his name, all his social media handles below this video, and the links to Chief and Freedom. And like I said, this is 4 parts, but there is a 5th part where it tells the love story between Lucky and Lucy, his brother. So you might want to really check him out and find out what's going on with these books, because I know I've read several of them and they're really hard reads. And he got a nice little rhythm going with all 5 parts of this book. Like I said, that is Chief and Freedom by Dama Cargle. And then, you know, in the end, look out for your girl, because Hot Reads with Phil is bringing you the hottest books and the hottest authors. So hit that subscribe button, that notification button, and go ahead and hit that thumbs up while you're at it. Deuces.